The Bosch PBD 40 has been with me for nearly 5 years now, and I haven't exactly made it easy for it during that time. The very first time I used it, it had to drill a 9mm hole in the 2 cm thick steel tabletop of my welding table. Since the PBD 40 is so lightweight and handy, I was easily able to attach it to the tabletop over the right spot and secure it safely with clamps. I pre-drill with a smaller diameter first, as seen here, and add a little bit of drilling oil for lubrication. Changing the drill bit is easy. Loosen the red locking ring and you can unscrew the drill chuck. Of course, it's the same the other way around. Tighten the chuck and lock it with the red ring. After pre-drilling, the 9mm drill bit is now used. The temporary use of the PBD 40 as a magnetic drill works surprisingly well. By the way, I recorded all the video material for this field report over the course of the last 5 years. And in case anyone is wondering, my PBD 40 still works just fine. Now quickly for the second hole, and I can attach my new vise to the welding table. By loosening the lower lever while keeping the upper lever tightened, the height to the workpiece can be adjusted by turning the wheel. When the desired height is reached, fix the lower lever again and loosen the upper lever. Now drilling can be performed via the wheel. The maximum drilling stroke is 90mm. After turning the machine on, one can switch on a cross laser and a light. Both are occasionally quite helpful, I find. 2 RPM ranges can be set via a knob on the side, and then a knob on the front can be used to adjust the desired speed. The RPM speed ranges from 200 to 2500. A digital depth gauge is also available. It is set to 0 by pressing a button while the drill rests on top of the workpiece and then reliably displays the drilling depth. The integrated hold down is not that great, to be honest. As you can see here, it works decently and holds the workpieces reliably, but loosening, moving around and adjusting it is pretty fiddly and it often gets jammed. The machine vise is almost a must for working with metal. It also makes centering the drill directly over the center punched area much more comfortable. The maximum drill diameter for the PBD 40 is specified as 13mm in steel. With a hole saw, however, significantly more is possible. Here in the video I am drilling, or sawing, an 18mm hole in sheet metal of 6mm thickness. It is advisable to turn the workpiece over and continue drilling from the other side after half the drilling depth has been reached. Surprisingly, the PBD 40 managed the 18mm with relative ease. The hole produced was of such high quality that I could see through it without any auxiliary means. This can be seen here quite impressively. I was convinced that there was still some room for improvement, however, and as luck would have it, sometime later I needed a set of adjustable feet for my welding table. In order to produce them, I needed 6 circular cutouts from 6mm sheet metal with a diameter of about 5 cm. My plan was for them to be drilled out with a hole saw. Would the PBD 40 be able to do it? I decided to find out, picked up my hole saw, my can of cutting oil, and went to work, not without some minor concerns. Again, I flipped the workpiece halfway through and finished drilling from the other side. Unfortunately, it didn't go completely smoothly. With this large diameter of the hole saw and the thickness of the workpiece, it happened a few times that the thermal overload protection switched off the machine. I then waited 5 to 10 minutes and continued drilling. As can be seen here, the PBD 40 tries to keep the speed constant even under load. So it took a little while, but I finally made all 6 cutouts for the adjustable feet.